Good day, children. Today in this video, we are going to see the grammar part for the lesson The Little Girl. In that, we'll be learning expressions which has the same or nearly the same meaning. And followed by that, we'll be learning the usage of the word big, B-I-G, big. And at the end, we'll be learning verbs of reporting. So let's get started. Expressions that have the same or nearly the same meaning. Now, glad. The synonyms for glad is happy, pleased, delighted, thrilled, overjoyed. Now, for example, I am really glad to hear that. We were glad about her success. That is, we were delighted about her success, or we were overjoyed about her success. She was glad that the meeting was over. She was happy that the meeting was over. Now, time to recollect. Use an appropriate word in the following sentences. Now read the sentence. The first one is, she was dashed by the news of her brother's wedding. In the bracket, it's a clue, very pleased. The next one, I was dashed to be invited to the party. In the bracket, extremely pleased and excited about. Third one, she was dashed at the birth of her granddaughter. Now, this is the clue. Extremely happy. Okay, now pause the video for 2 minutes and try to answer all these questions. I would recommend you to have your book with you. So children, here is your 4th and 5th question. The coach was dashed with his performance. Satisfied about. Okay, the next one, she was very dashed with her results. Happy about something that happened. This is your clue. Now pause the video for 1 minute and try to answer these questions. So children, here are your answers. See the first one, she was thrilled by the news of her brother's wedding. Very pleased. Very pleased. The meaning for very pleased is thrilled. Okay. The next one, I was delighted to be invited to the party. So extremely pleased and excited about. So what is that? I was delighted to be invited to the party. The next one, she was dashed at the birth of her granddaughter. Extremely happy. What do you mean by extremely happy? Overjoyed. Okay. She was overjoyed at the birth of her granddaughter. So here is your answer. The coach was pleased with his performance. Satisfied about, na? I am pleased with this seminar. So I am satisfied with this seminar. So the coach was pleased with his performance. He was satisfied with his performance. The 5th one, she was very happy with her results. It's nothing but happy. Happy about something that happened. It's happy only. So she was very happy with her results. Now, use of the word big. He was so big, his hands and his neck, especially his mouth. Big. So, here big means in size. Yes? So now children, use an appropriate word in the following sentences. Now pause the video for 2 minutes and try to answer these 3 questions. I'll read the first sentence for you. Today, you are going to take the biggest decision to your career. Next, their project is full of big ideas. Cricket is a big game in our country. Now children, here are the other 3 questions. 5th one, I'm a big fan of Lata Mangeshkar. I'm a big fan of Lata Mangeshkar. Now, 6th one, you have to cook a bit more as my friend is a big eater. Next, 7th one, what a big heart you have got, father dear. Now again, pause the video for 3 minutes and try to answer all these questions. So children, here are your answers for the first 3 questions. Today, you're going to take biggest decision to your career. What do you mean by biggest decision here? What do you mean by biggest here? Most important decision. Okay. The next one, their project is full of big ideas. Big ideas is like great ideas. Big ideas means here is which is great. Great ideas. Next, cricket is a big game in our country. What do you mean by big game here? Very popular game in our country. Very popular game in our country. I'm a big fan of Lata Mangeshkar. I'm a great fan of Lata Mangeshkar. Now, you can also write it as I'm a huge fan of Lata Mangeshkar. That is also accepted. Next, you have to cook a bit more as my friend is a big eater. That is, my friend eats a lot. That is quantity, which denotes the quantity. Next, what a big heart you have got, father dear. Large-hearted. Large-hearted. Okay? Big heart is like a large-hearted person. Okay? A very kind person. Verbs of reporting. Read the following sentences, children. What screamed mother? What screamed mother? This is how the expression is. So, I'll just underline screamed. Next, sit up, he ordered. Again, I'll underline ordered. Now, read the sentence. Every reporting clause contains a reporting verb. She promised to do the report by Friday. Now, what is the reporting verb here? Promised. She promised to do the report by Friday. Okay? How are you doing? Seema asked. Now, what is the reporting verb here? Seema asked. So, asked is the reporting verb here. We use verbs of reporting to advise, order, report statements, thoughts, intentions, questions, request, apologize, manner of speaking, and so on. Now, just read the sentences, children. Now, tell me, what is the verb of reporting? The first one, she admitted breaking the window. What did she do here? She admitted breaking the window. Okay, that is the verb of reporting. The next one, he apologized for not getting back to me sooner. Like he apologized for not sending the mail back sooner or replying back sooner. So, apologized. Okay, apologize is the verbs of reporting here, verb of reporting here. The third one, she suggested taking a break. What is she doing here? She suggested us to take a break. So, suggested taking a break. Okay, suggested is the verb of reporting here. So, children, here's your recollecting part. Now, find the verbs of reporting in the following sentences. Okay, the first one, he says he will enjoy the ride. Next, father mentioned that he was going on a holiday. Next, no one told us that the shop was closed. He answered that the price would go up. Next, I wondered why he was screaming. So here is your next two questions. Ben told her to wake him up. Next, Ratan apologized for coming late to the party. Now, pause the video for 3 minutes and try to answer all these questions. So, here are your answers. He says he will enjoy the ride. Now, what is the verb of reporting here? Says. Okay? Next, father mentioned that he was going on a holiday. Now, what is the verb of reporting here? Mentioned. Father mentioned that he was going on a holiday. Next, no one told us that the shop was closed. Told. Okay? No one told us that the shop was closed. Told is the verb of reporting here. Next, he answered that the price would go up. He answered. Okay? Next, I wondered why he was screaming. So what is the answer? I wondered. Wondered is the answer. I wondered why he was screaming. Ben told her to wake him up. Okay. Now what is the verb of reporting here? Told. Very good. Next, Ratan apologized for coming late to the party. Very easy. So what is the answer? Apologized. Apologize is the verb of reporting here. Now children, coming to the recollecting part. Some verbs of reporting are given below. Choose the appropriate verbs for the following sentences. The first one, she dashed to know what was going on there. Second, he dashed us not to use the milk. Third, they dash about not having clean towels in their room. So here's your next questions. I dash not to say anything about it. The next one, pay the fine within next 30 days. The judge dash the woman to pay the fine within next 30 days. Now pause the video for 3 minutes and try to answer all these questions. So children, here are your answers. The first one, she demanded to know what was going on there. He dashed us not to use the milk. He warned us not to use the milk. Okay? You cannot use ordered. He ordered us not to use the milk is wrong. He warned us not to use the milk. Okay? The next one. They dashed about not having clean towels in their room. They complained about not having clean towels in their room. So children, here is your answer. I refused not to say anything about it. The next one. Pay the fine within the next 30 days. The judge, what? Ordered the woman to pay the fine within next 30 days. Okay? Children, here is your next recollecting part. I am not afraid, dash the woman. Next, leave me alone, my mother dash. Next, the children dash that the roads were crowded and noisy. So children, here are your next questions. Perhaps he isn't a bad sort of a chap after all. Fifth one, let's go and look at the school ground, dash the sports teacher. The traffic police, dash all the passers-by to keep off the road. Okay? Now pause the video for 3 minutes and try to answer all these questions. So children, here are your answers. I'm not afraid, remarked the woman. Leave me alone, my mother shouted. The children were complaining that the roads were crowded and noisy. So children, here is your answer. Perhaps he isn't a bad sort of a chap after all, replied the master. Okay, the master replied. Okay, let's go and look at the school ground, suggested the sports teacher. Okay, next, the traffic police ordered all the passers-by to keep off the road. Okay.